You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Daniel just grabbed what I think was a BB gun and ran outside.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he was shooting at.
A rooster.
Oh, is it the rooster that yelled at me when I was walking up the driveway?
Yeah, I was trying to avenge your rooster rage.
Thank you, because that rooster hurt my feelings.
But I can't kill the rooster. That's a song, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I thought it was Here Comes the Rooster.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I think that's accurate. Daniel in Chains. Instead of Alice in Chains. That's the name of the
first name Allison, last name Chains. It's a singer.
Yeah, I believe so.
Don't mess with me, man. That's not what it is it?
No,
It's Alice in Chains.
Yes.
Okay.
What is that in reference to?
I don't know the history of the band name. The grunge was a weird time.
Maybe it's like Alice in
The
Wonderland,
grunge. I'm in
but
the grunge
like
period.
when she was locked up in prison. We need Justin versus the army of chickens out there.
We actually had a real fun experience a couple weeks ago with the chickens out there. We were trying to catch them.
Yes, I had to climb a tree.
Yeah.
Because apparently chickens go up into trees.
We were also hitting them
do
with
when-
sticks to get them to come out of the tree.
We tried hitting them with sticks. They didn't.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, you can't hit us. We're up in this tree."
I fell down in
And-
chicken poop.
I forgot about that. I forgot. I was up in the tree.
I didn't let it phase me, though.
I was getting
stuck
attacked
with
by
it.
roosters.
Yeah.
Darn roosters, man.
Anyway, I think that's probably all we had for today.
That's what we got for the
that we
show.
just wanted to talk about chickens and chicken poop and
Yep.
our relation to it. And
Daniel says, "Yarg something rooster, yeah."
that's the song.
That's
I'm pretty
the song.
sure.
I think he nailed the lyrics better than I did.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Lots has happened since last time. Since last time we did a show. I don't know why I went like that. Yeah,
A lot has happened.
a lot has happened. I came from Berlin today. A lot has happened.
His arms are very tired.
You changed out of your lederhosen?
My lederhosen. Went on a hike.
Would you
With
like some?
Birkenstocks.
You like some schnitzel?
Schnitzel? Schnitzel. Did you ever watch the cartoon Hoodwinked?
Schnitzel, a favorite treat for lots of boys and girls to eat. Schnitzel man, he serves 'em quick. It's a schnitzel on a stick. No more spoons, use your hands, says the German schnitzel man. And you can save another one for later in your lederhosen. Yoli, 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 yoli. No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, I'm so happy right now. I might watch that movie when I get home.
It's a good movie.
Let's see. Things that have happened since last we talked
Showed.
onto the show. I learned that K-pop Demon Hunters is a movie, not a show.
Yeah.
I was disappointed about that.
Did you watch it?
No, we were going to watch the first episode and then realize that it's like a full-length movie, and we didn't have time to start it.
It's a
when
good movie.
Yeah, I've heard that
They were
it's
looking
good.
to watch like 4 or 5 episodes. But no, I'm just joking.
Valid.
That's how.
Just
how
watch it in 3 parts.
Should I continue on with my theme of anytime Nick from N2 Media comments, I just immediately attack him?
Yeah,
for
do
no
it.
reason?
Attack him. What do you want to say bad about Nick? What don't you like about
He
Nick?
said, "Who's the guy pretending to be Daniel?" What do you mean?
Is it because you look like all professional with your new shirt on?
Well,
Or is
just
it
because you
because
can't
you're
see the
from
mustard on it.
Germany?
Oh, that
I
might
don't
be
know.
it. Well, when I saw Nick, I was like, "How about them sea frauds now, Nick?"
Yeah, I think he's past that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's probably just me bringing up things. Actually, we should talk to Nick before the state playoff brackets are announced.
They're probably... Isn't that is going to be next weekend,
Next
right?
weekend. Chase says, "Let's not recap my terrible week last week." I think
saw
that's where
Chase
we
at
start,
work.
Chase.
I saw Chase at work this morning, and I very carefully did not bring up any of last weekend because I'm a good friend.
You're too kind. I would have been like, "Hey, Chase, all your teams lose."
I don't want to I'm not going to disclose
you know what? Duke won today, women's basketball. I watched the end of it. It was actually pretty, almost exciting.
Were they playing against
Fairfield? UNC.
It was pretty almost exciting.
They got within 3 a couple times and looked like they might.
Andrew's glowing endorsement of women's basketball. It's pretty almost exciting.
It was exciting. Oh, Nick says I just look so professional today.
Yeah, you do you've got a vibe right now. It looks like maybe you ran a comb through your hair.
What's a comb? Do they have tiny feet? They go running through your hair?
Happy birthday, Ellie! Wow, that was a year ago.
What?
That Nick had his baby girl is a year old.
Oh, happy birthday, Ellie! That's awesome.
I like it when photos of Nick and his family pop up in my Facebook feed. It's got a rich, happy family life, does Nick. By the way, check out N2 Media.
Yes.
He does coverage down in the Kelso Longview area. So a lot of the teams that are in our district but not in our leagues, he covers them.
Very close to my daughter's birthday. My daughter's birthday was the 12th. She is now 3 years old, though. Yes. Chase says, "I appreciate it, Andrew. I've heard a lot, especially about the Super Bowl."
Do you want? So I'm not gonna go through and out full text conversations, but
maybe
Chase,
you should.
After
should you just read the text?
No, after the Super Bowl was over, Chase pretty much texted me like, "I don't know what to do, man. I'm so out on this. This stinks." Like he was. For those of you who don't know, Chase, big time Elma guy, big time Duke guy, big time Patriots guy.
Elma guy.
So Friday, Monty beats Elma pretty handily to win the boys' basketball league title.
And that wasn't the worst of it.
That wasn't the worst. Well, I don't know what I'd have to.
There might have been the worst.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because if they don't lose that Hoquiam buzzer beater game, then you split with Monty and you're probably still the 1 seed.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
But I think the Monty Elma rivalry might give that one a little bit more juice.
That makes sense.
But Chase said also that apparently Elma hasn't won a boys basketball league title since like 2002.
Whoa.
Which feels crazy to me because they've had some really good teams.
That is wild.
And I'd have to, verify that with him that I'm remembering it correctly. But yeah, it's been a long time, and this year was a pretty solid team and a good shot.
Yeah.
Save for like those 2 losses to Hoquiam, both of which were by just a point. One of them was 1 point, one of them was 3, I think. Is that right?
I mean, the last one was 1.
Oh, they were both.
They were both
1 point losses to Hoquiam.
Yes.
That's killer.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
I mean, we've been. I think when we talk about this league, we're talking about the 3 teams at the top are Monty, Elma, Hoquiam.
Yep.
They're all really close to each other. There's not one. Monty wins the league, only 1 loss. The only 1 loss was to Elma, but I don't think they're head and shoulders better than these other teams. All these games have been really close and competitive.
Yeah.
The only 2 that haven't were the 2 when Monty played against Elma, and the one that was in Elma was kind of close for a while, but Elma really controlled it toward down the stretch. And the one when Elma played in Monty just pretty much controlled the whole game. But besides that, all these games have been really close, competitive.
Yeah. And that week, I mean, you started with then, Duke lost.
Yeah.
And then the Patriots lost.
Yeah.
So that was Chase's rough week.
Yeah.
But that week was crazy because of all the shuffling we saw in that 1A Evergreen, and you touched on some of it with that Monty game and that Elma Hoquiam game, which was an overtime game, which I don't know if Hoquiam's allowed to play anything else but like super close games that end with buzzer beaters some way, shape, or form, or overtime. Like, it's ridiculous. Then we have the Super Bowl, which the Seahawks just dominated. Like, There's been some boring Super Bowls, so I'm not going to say like this was the most boring Super Bowl. But I think, actually, I was going to say like
That Patriots-Rams one from a few years ago was pretty boring.
Well, even the Seahawks-Broncos one.
Yeah.
That was pretty boring.
Yeah, but we really enjoyed that one, though.
Yes. But we talked about it a little bit after.
Yeah.
How it just felt so different this time around. And I think there's a couple reasons for that. But I think one of the reasons that I want to talk about first, as we're just randomly talking about stuff here today, we'll talk some high school basketball. I brought stat sheets from the games that I covered. I want to talk about some district tournament stuff. But the thing about this Super Bowl is it wasn't the first one. And because I was like, man, I was so wrapped up into that first Super Bowl team, and it was just absolute freak out elated. And this time it was like, yeah, we won the Super Bowl. That was awesome. And I wonder if it was like, is it mainly because it was the first one, or was it just our level of like how invested we were in the first one? And did that investment come because there was such the ramp up to it? The Pete Carroll, the Marshawn Lynch, the Russell Wilson draft,
losing to the
Falcons.
Falcons.
You know, when that would have been like this year's team.
Yeah.
Like this year in that run, and then so like the entire next season, everybody was like had this anticipation that this was going to be a Super Bowl team. Whereas this year it was like nobody picked the Seahawks.
It was like halfway through the season, it was like, hey, they're pretty good.
Hey, they're pretty good. Hey, they're really good.
Yeah.
But they weren't even really getting like full respect until towards the end of the year because they ended on like a 7-game win streak, I think, in the regular season. Is that right?
Something like that.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So in I feel like still even in mid-season people were going, oh, we think the Seahawks are pretty good, but we have to wait and see.
Right.
But I think they proved how dominant the defense was. But like speaking to your thoughts on, I was trying to do the same math in my head because I was to the point where I was like, I mean, I was like passively rooting for the Patriots in the game because I love Drake May, but also I was like, I went into it going, if the Seahawks win, I'm going to be happy too.
Yeah.
When the Seahawks played the Broncos, I loved Peyton Manning. He was one of my favorite players. I didn't feel that way.
Right.
I wanted the Broncos to be stomped.
Right.
Ill community with people you didn't even know.
Right.
Out there and just out driving around like, you know, there's people just celebrating together.
Yeah. And you know what? That's kind of what I felt like with the Mariners run this year. Like, if I remember during the Mariners playoffs, I went to Marshall's and I was wearing a Mariners shirt. And I had 3 different people stop me and go, go Mariners. Hey, what do you think about tonight's game? Oh, hey, go, 3 different people who I didn't know. Mm-hmm. And that's what it was like before that first Seahawks Super Bowl. If you were wearing a Seahawks something, people were just going to yell at you out in public.
Yeah.
And you were going to be excited about it, not like the bad type of yelling.
Yeah.
Like one finger salutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an old man term for flipping somebody off.
But it did and does have a very different feel. Like it's exciting, but we also kind of just moved on from it like immediately. Yeah. Oh, the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah.
That's nice. This is good.
Is it repeatable?
Yeah, possibly. I was going to say, I wonder how much of it has to do with the fact that we're rapidly moving to anticipating a Mariners season.
Oh, like the Mariners buzz stole from
the Mariners were not exciting at all.
They were back then.
Yeah.
They were so trash.
We would be, like, there's always spring training, and we'll
Jose
always get
Vidro
excited.
era.
We'll always convince ourselves during spring training that things are better than they are.
Right.
But there wasn't any, like, it was going to have to be forced.
Right. That's true.
And now we're like, oh, hey, they're already at spring training.
Yeah.
Somehow we teleported from football to baseball season.
I don't know what YH means. But somebody just commented it. Hey, there's a ladybug crawling across that piece of paper.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's inside.
What does a dude bug look like?
Black with red spots.
Okay.
Dude bug.
Well, aren't all ladybugs, they're all girls, right?
I don't think that's accurate. I think most of them that we see are boys.
Would they call them ladybugs if they weren't all ladies?
Well, what do the ladybugs look like?
I don't know.
Hannah?
Wait, did she say they're all boys? So what do the lady ones look like?
They look the same.
I'm gonna Google what.
Well, is it in A Bug's Life that there's the ladybug and he's a boy?
Sounds like something that female. Okay, you just when you type in female into Google, make sure you keep going.
Oh boy.
No, it's just
Yeah, you got to be careful.
The funny thing is like the second one is cardinal, female cardinal. Wouldn't have thought to look at.
What was the first one?
The first one's female anatomy. Like, yep. Okay. The fourth one down, female names. Okay. Weird.
Oh, not too much problematic yet. Keep going. What else is on the list?
I don't know what Yatja, Y-A-U-T, and so I don't want to click on it because what if it's bad? But I don't know what Y-A-U-T-J-A is.
Just roll the dice. See what happens. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do
too
it.
late. I did it.
Oh!
Ah! It's the predator. It's a
the girl predator from the latest
scary face.
What's gonna happen if I type female into my Google? What's it gonna try to give me?
No.
Female ladybug.
Female dog names.
Okay,
Wait.
the female ladybug is typically larger than the male and has a rounder, wider abdomen. No, they just look like a ladybug though.
Okay, my top ones. I got female anatomy and female cardinal. I also got female security director at the Louvre. Remember when they had that? There was a heist at the
Something that
Louvre.
you have searched? Is this from your search history?
Oh yeah, I think it is. It has a little clock with arrows.
Yeah, the Louvre
Wait,
got
what was the one that I?
smash and grabbed, and it was like
Yeah.
in the aftermath, it was like, wait, that was your security? That was all that was.
Yeah, female comedians,
Okay.
female symbol, female names, female predator. Yeah, kind of boring. So actually, I don't think you have to really worry too much about.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
Daniel just saw a word he didn't
I saw-
recognize and panicked.
Well, I saw anatomy and then a word I didn't recognize and panicked.
Oh, the Yatja thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is the Predator alien from the Predator movie, and there's a scary face. I'm gonna have nightmares. The males are the ones more likely to be clanging off the ceiling fan. Chase said something too.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's kind of funny.
Anyway,
What are we talking about?
we were talking about
Wait.
baseball and how there's all this hype for the Mariners season, and it took away from the hype from the Seahawks Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Did it take away from the hype, or I would be willing to believe that it didn't so much take away from the hype as displace it. Like, people are still excited about the Super Bowl, but they're not talking about it as much because they're paying attention to there's already something to be excited about also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like there's less talking about it.
Valid.
Maybe. Also, I mean, we've been there before now, so
You gotta act like you've been there before, you know? I always hated that.
Daniel's like, but I've never been there before.
Right? Act like you've been there before.
Why?
Shut up.
Why would I act like I?
Here's my response. Shut up. That's my response to that. Should we get into some local high school basketball stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have a roundup or?
No.
No.
Okay, no worries.
We don't do prep anymore.
Yeah.
We just kind of go.
I'm sure
Andrew,
no
have you
one's
noticed that?
I'm sure no one's noticed.
Have you noticed, Andrew?
No, not at all.
Yeah, no.
So, first one, just kind of a bummer. The Aberdeen, I'm so bummed for this Aberdeen senior class of just like all the injuries they had to fight through.
Yeah.
But their season comes to an end on the 12th with a 95-65 loss to Ridgefield. So that was just kind of
Yeah.
such a brutal way to end that season after it looked like they were going to have a shot at being like a 2 or a 3 seed.
Yeah.
Coming out, and then just some brutal injuries, like a stretch of time where all of the teams they beat the first half of the season they then lost to, and largely due to injuries, and ended up having to play Ridgefield and did not go well.
That's a tough one. I mean, we knew from the beginning, like, the Evergreen 2A league might have been a little vulnerable. It turns out Tumwater ended up just being really good.
Yeah.
Didn't know
What?
at the time how good they were going to be. They're really good. Black Hills, I think, kind of became the top end of what we thought they would be. So the league was pretty good. WF West wasn't great. So that 3 spot was pretty vulnerable. It was always going to be a tough hill to climb ultimately to get to state because the Greater St. Helens 2A league is pretty good. But yeah, it was a spot for Aberdeen. They had a ton of seniors. They didn't have a lot of height, but they had a ton of athletes, a bunch of different guys they could throw at you. Jacob Cusada is an elite bucket getter, and they've got guys like Isaac Garcia out there as a really versatile player, and Zanto Rea as a defensive specialist and really developed also as a shooter this past year. Riker Scott had an excellent year. Luke Martin's a big piece for that team as well. I think Gabe Matthews came in and did some good things for them too.
Yeah, Gabe Matthews band.
Yeah. So it's just disappointing kind of because and it's one of those things where we knew from the beginning, okay, this is a group that can do something, but it's going to be tough.
Right.
But they can do it. And then it seemed like they were doing it for the most part in league play.
Yeah.
And then when Luke Martin had his season-ending injury, Riker Scott had an ankle injury, Isaac Garcia had an ankle injury, and it was all at the same time. And they never recovered fully from that. Even once Isaac and Riker were able to come back, they just never really got all the way back to full strength. And it was unfortunate to see that season unravel. I think that team had a chance to make some noise.
Yeah, I think so too. Hey, Chase says he'll write our roundups for $100 a show. I think Chase overestimates our budget.
Well, I think
especially since I haven't actually done any money conversations for a long time. So my bad, guys. We might not have any money anymore.
If Chase can find a sponsor for the weekly sports roundup, then and he wants to write it.
It's a shame, Daniel, because as we've well said over and over again, we do this for the money.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, there isn't any, and none of us have ever gotten any from it, but we do it for that.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen our cars. They definitely show how much money we make.
My driver's side window is held up by duct tape.
I've done that before. Hey, do you need help fixing it? I've fixed that before.
Have you? What do you do?
Well, you have to order a part and then open up the door.
I don't do that.
And then take the part out.
No, I did.
Put the new part in. My brother helped me.
The window actually got stuck down, so I did have to take the door apart and unjam the motor.
Yeah.
But the motor's broken.
Yep.
So I had to just jack it up as high as I could.
And then duct tape.
And then use duct tape to try to keep the window closed. Doesn't work super well.
No, remember my car was like that for months. Remember that before I fixed it?
So here's my big problem is that
residue on my.
But I can't put duct
window.
tape on the top part of it because there's no door frame there. I have one of those cars that just has the window that goes to no door frame.
That's
dumb. I'm pulling the window up as high as I can and then putting duct tape on the bottom, hoping that the window won't go down.
Bro, you know what you need to do?
Tell me.
You know what I did?
Tell me.
When the door's open, when you took the door apart to unjam it, take the door apart again and shove a stick under there.
Yeah.
Put the door back together so that the stick's under the glass so it can't go down.
What kind of stick? Like just a stick from
Dude,
my
I
backyard?
just used like the top of our Christmas tree. Or maybe it was like I cut part of our Christmas tree off.
Okay.
As one does.
Like that, or you could use like a 2x4,
I have so
but
many sticks in my yard.
it might need to be thinner than a 2x4.
I have so many
But
sticks in my yard.
I opened the door up and put something under the glass. So that way it couldn't go down that way.
Okay.
If you want to know how to bubba something really terribly and sketchy,
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
See, here's the problem. Like the real problem is that taking the door off and taking the door apart and remembering how to put it back together correctly was like kind of the extent of my abilities.
Yeah.
Because it actually was way more involved than I realized it was going to be. And I was pretty nervous. Like I'm just being fully transparent here. I just started doing it and then I was just praying. Please let me know how to put this back together. Because if I end up with extra pieces, it's going to be a problem. But I did it.
Well done.
Thank you.
Proud of you. What
I
were
did.
we talking about?
I can't remember. Oh, high school basketball.
Oh, yeah, because we get paid so much. That's why we have such nice cars.
Yeah.
I would say, if it wasn't for Andrew, I'd drive the oldest Buick here. But
Well,
96. You know what? It's got the best engine that GM's ever made in it. The rest of the car is falling apart.
that is so valid because I think it's the same engine that's in both of my Buicks, and the engine's great, and all of the electronic stuff they did is just wigging out.
Yeah. I've got screws just falling out of the car.
that's normal, I think.
I was driving to Centralia. No, I was driving to Chehalis the other day, and the plastic thing on the bottom of the car, under the engine, just fell off on the freeway.
Oh, that's normal too, I think.
All but one clip, and so I was going 75 on the freeway before Centralia, and it just falls off, and I'm like, there's a very loud noise. I don't think it's a flat tire because my car's not pulling anyway. So I
See, Justin and I would have caught that on our pre-trip.
Yeah,
which
we would have,
do
definitely.
Religiously before we drive a vehicle.
Accurate.
Yeah, every
As
time.
professional drivers.
Smart.
Yep.
Tracks.
I've never not done that. So let's talk about 1A basketball then, since we've talked about Aberdeen a little bit.
Daniel says, just don't put the window down. This is Bat Country.
Yeah. You know what, to be
Just
honest?
a great movie reference.
I don't, what is that reference?
Sorry, you wouldn't have seen it.
Oh.
It's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a movie I'd watch.
Nope.
So I did regret that, actually, because I knew that the motor was starting to die because the window was moving really slowly.
Yeah.
But my car it's a 1996 Lexus. It's really old.
I just love how we all drive super old luxury
in 1996, my car was the height of luxury.
Dude.
It has a corded car phone,
Whoa,
leather
what?
seats, power windows,
My
window tint. And so
Yeah.
the downside to that is that visibility is really bad. So when I'm trying to back into a parking spot, I can't see the side view mirrors. So I was rolling the window down so I could see while I was backing into a parking spot, and then it just never rolled back up again.
Dude.
Anyway, do we want to talk about basketball or just
Yeah.
my car for another hour?
I mean, I'm enjoying the conversation.
Okay.
Don't we do this show for us? Isn't that
Yes,
what we say?
that is accurate,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
So that was the 2A. Should we go to girls
so
or boys next?
Let's do boys first, and
Okay.
then we'll go to girls. So we have something really exciting happening in the 1A boys district tournament on Tuesday.
Speak for yourself.
Monty will be hosting Elma in the rubber match. They split.
Speak for yourself.
And you're going to be there for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope.
I'll be excited.
I think I'm going to miss it, but
Sorry.
I'll try to follow I'll listen to your radio broadcast.
I'm salty because both those teams won.
I did see that it's a 6 o'clock tip. Did you see that?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a 6 tip.
So those two teams are going to play against each other. They split in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of those teams are pretty equal to each other.
Yep.
When Elma was at Monty in that last regular season game last week, the only player who really showed up was Isaac McGaffey for Elma. He had an excellent game and a really cool dunk, like one of the coolest dunks of the year that I've seen.
Better than his other ones?
It was contested.
Whoa!
So Mason Fry went up and tried to block it. It wasn't like a typical poster where he's standing under the basket and he goes to try to block it. He was trying to chase him down. But
Nice.
Isaac didn't just dunk it. It would have been, if Mason had been able to catch him and block it, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But because Mason was going up to try to contest and Isaac dunked it with authority, it was pretty cool. And at that point, Monty was winning by so much it didn't seem like it mattered, so I was okay with it. But those two teams, I think, are really close to each other. If the guys who showed up the first time around for Elma show up the second time around, that should be a really good game. And that is a winner to state game because it advances you to the district title game, but both of those teams are automatically in state.
Yep.
So that's huge stakes for a rivalry contest in Evergreen 1A.
42-ounce steaks.
Yeah, and because Monty was the 1 seed, they got to host La Center on Thursday in the district opener. Pretty convincing win. They won 75-56. Largely, two really big stat lines for them, for Caden Grubb and Ryan Weidman. But Ryan Weidman had his best game of the year. He had 25 points, 10 assists, and 4 steals for Monty. And Caden Grubb, just, a classic 18-point, 14-rebound game,
Yeah.
double-double for Caden. So really strong performance from those two guys. And Elma won their game. They had to travel because they were the 3 seed. So they had to travel to Kingsway, and they won by 3 points. I think it was 65-62 in that game. But I'll see if I can pull up the stats for that one. You want to talk about Hoquiam?
Well, first of all, Daniel says you're blind to have to roll the window down all the time. And then Chase says, Justin, you need to make sure Pat opens the upper deck on Tuesday. Yeah, I heard that was an issue. And also, why wouldn't you have the upper deck opened? Just makes that gym so much better when that upper deck is open.
To be honest, I don't remember seeing the upper deck open. I know that it's there. Like, for people who don't know, at Bo Griffith Memorial Gymnasium in Monty, there's on the side where the visiting team sits, there's a second deck of bleachers that can be pushed back up there. So it opens up
Both teams sit on the same side of the court.
where the visiting fans sit. Sorry.
Doesn't the whole thing? Oh, is that where the
visiting fans typically sit on the side behind the PA announcer where the scorekeeper is and everything.
They're supposed to sit behind their bench.
Yeah, that's where their bench is.
I thought you were being like hyper specific to like just behind like that quarter of the gym.
Oh no. Just
and I was like, I'm pretty
I was
sure
trying
the
to-
whole thing goes.
I was trying to distinguish the one side of the court from the other side of the court.
side
So
of the
I should have
PA.
said the side where the benches are that the teams sit on.
Yes.
Up
Yeah.
there in the second deck. Thank you. Good clarification.
I was confused.
The second deck, there's bleachers that can be pushed back. I don't remember them being open ever.
It's awesome when it is.
And so I don't know like what's the decision making that goes into or the difficulty around opening them. I feel like it would be easy, but maybe they like have
Maybe
stuff
the
stored back
mechanism's
there
broke.
or that can't be opened. But that game, the last Monty Elma game of the regular season was so packed. There was no room in the bleachers at all, and there was people standing around by the doors. It was just an absolute packed house. For a good reason. It was a great game. Oh, well, it was an important game,
Yeah.
and league title was on the line. So
Chase says he's heard it's been open for graduation. Is
uh,
that where graduation's held at Monty? You just
yeah.
had a kid graduate,
I didn't sit up there.
but was it open?
I don't remember.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't recall.
gotcha. Anyway,
I don't recall.
one of my big time basketball memories was a game at that gymnasium with the stands open.
Yeah,
It was back when they didn't do home games for districts, but they had district sites
yeah,
for like the whole tournament. So Monty was a district site,
yeah.
and so we played our first district game there when I was a junior,
I'm trying to decide
and that was open.
whether or not I like, because right now they're doing that. Like you host until the title game, right? I
Yeah.
think it doesn't go
Yeah.
go to neutral site till the title game. It used to be just there was regional sites, and then they switched it to opening round is a home game, and then everything after that.
Well, yeah, that's also what's different about this year.
Yeah.
Is I love how Coach Nemi described it. It's win 2 before you lose 2.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 games possible. Like if you lose the first 2, you're done.
Yeah.
But if you win 2 before you lose 2, then you move on.
So do you like the fact that they're letting these games be home games rather than having neutral sites where
I kind of like the neutral, or at least you're not going to be able to get a perfect neutral site because like back in those days, you played at Monty would probably have a home game. But I was okay with it.
Well, usually they play the B tournaments in Monty though. Now.
Yeah.
Like
that's true.
the 1A tournaments would be hosted in like Rochester or like a Lewis County.
And see, I didn't like it when it was down there because then it was in Rochester or Lewis County.
Yeah.
But
I don't mind
it
Rochester.
made sense when the league had, forks in it,
Yeah.
that a home side of a neutral site was Monty.
But district tournament, right?
Yeah, in the district tournament.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the closer side to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so I know that the wrestling room is up there. What is Shaden saying
we
here?
said they open it up for graduation, but wrestling mats are usually
Okay.
behind there.
So when we had our text conversation, that was what I said is I know they do wrestling up there. I wasn't sure if they make it so it can be opened or not. And I don't know the logistics of opening it.
They need
so-
to figure it out.
I mean, how hard is it to move wrestling mats?
Wrestlers do it all the time. That's like half of wrestling practice usually.
Yeah.
In Hoquiam.
Yeah, so it would be nice. Hey, you know what? If Shaden's watching, hey, talk to Pat and see if we can get that upstairs open there.
Hoquiam is not dissimilar. We have wrestling mats on one side behind both of our gyms open up. Both of our second decks open up in Hoquiam. Mm-hmm. On one side is the wrestling mats and all those things. On the other side is a batting cage. You figure
There's a batting cage back there?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty
But
cool.
that side's always open for basketball games, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's because baseball season hasn't started yet.
I like sitting up there.
Yeah,
I like Hoquiam Square Garden.
It's awesome.
It's a good venue.
It's a good venue.
Yeah.
Let's see. The second round has been home games for like 5 years. Has it really?
Yeah, I think that it switched to, at some point it switched to just semifinal, and like the semifinal and the final games were neutral site, I think.
Okay.
But
so were you pulling up stats from that?
I've got the Elma one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So they won 65-62. Isaac McGaffey led the Eagles with 17 points and 10 rebounds. Tanner Moe, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and hit some key 3-pointers. Gavin Moore, M-U-I-R? Muir had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
It's supposed to be M-U-I-R, I think.
Isn't that what I said? M-U-I-R?
Oh, I thought you said O. Sorry.
I probably did.
Yeah.
And then Giancarlos Moreno, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
Nice.
So and that's a team where, like, I feel like that's such an easy game to lose if you're Elma. Like, you've had the big letdown of you had a shot at the league title and you didn't come through on that. And now instead of having a home game in districts, you have to travel to Kingsway Christian, to Vancouver, make the long trip there. So pretty impressive to me that they were able to pull off a victory there, 65-62. And it sets up just another awesome rivalry matchup.
Absolutely. And it's so bummed that the Hoquiam game went the way it did. So that was the game that I broadcasted for those Thursday night games, was the Hoquiam game, because it was setting up for kind of what I thought might be how it would go, with like 3 evergreen teams and then Fart Vancouver being the 1 seed because they're really good. But what Nick, I don't know if Nick from N2 Media is still there, but we asked for him to give us like the sneaky team from down south, and he said Kalama. Yeah, Kalama's really well coached, like he said. And that is exactly what he said. It was like, yeah, their coaching's really good, and they've been on a run. And holy smokes, they've been on a run. But it's not like they're world beaters. And I'm not sure if this game goes the way it does, if the officiating, like the next night, I watched the girls' Hoquiam game, and the officiating that night was much tighter. Like, fouls were being called regularly. In the boys' game, dude, it was a football game. It was like it reminded me of the Monty Hoquiam game that we broadcast. Mm-hmm. Like, it was physical. Guys were driving in the lane and just getting bodied, and no call ever.
And then they'd call like a weird little foul on the perimeter.
And then every now and then you'd get a guy driving baseline and nobody would touch him, and they'd be like, bloop, foul. And you're like, dude, there's bodies everywhere and you're not calling fouls.
There's literally dead bodies on the court.
Dead bodies. And then they'd hop back up and there were zombies. Yeah. Just trying to eat brains.
Zombodies.
Anyway, it was a really physical game. And not only was it physical, but it was just kind of an odd game first of all, it was an odd game because I guess this kind of is officiating, but it did seem like they were valid calls. I can't remember, Justin, when was the last time you watched a varsity basketball game where there was probably 6 or 7 3 in the key calls? Dang it. I said
6 or 7?
Yeah.
I've seen maybe like 1 or 2.
There was a lot.
Huh.
Like, there was maybe 7 or 6. I'll say it that way. 3 in the key calls on both teams. And the ones against Hoquiam early on was like, this was KJ, like it happened to KJ a couple times. He drove into the lane and then like stopped and expected somebody to like bite on a move, like right as he stopped. But he'd also like come smack into this kid for Kalama named Nolan Scott, who was like he was like an LJ Valley type point guard. Remember LJ Valley? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just a big dude.
Kind of round.
And he would play in the middle, and he would play defense where, like, he'd sit in the middle of the key of their 2-3 zone, and somebody would drive in, and he would just go and, like, stick his belly into him and, like chest him up and just smack him. And then
Thanks for acting that out.
KJ would, like, stop in the key and then be like, anybody? Nobody? 3 in the key. And it was just like, and that happened. So that happened a couple times, but then there was like 5 other 3 in the key calls. It was very weird. But the weirdest part about this game is Lincoln Nemi had 6 points.
Yeah.
He had no points in the first quarter and no points in the fourth quarter.
And I think didn't you say that you thought he probably only shot like 7 times? Like
okay, Rick said that he shot 9 times.
That's still...
And that seemed like more than he shot.
But that's like probably half, if not less, than what he normally shoots in a game.
Yeah. It was very odd. And also he was 1 for 5 from the free throw line. But it was, again, it feels like he gets really good at free throws the later in the games.
Yeah.
And these were all in like the second and early third quarter.
Yeah.
But it
still feels weird to me every time I watch Lincoln miss a free throw.
Yeah. I know, you just...
And sometimes he just knocks down all of them.
Yeah.
And sometimes he weirdly struggles.
Yeah.
It's odd.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But it was 9-10 after the first quarter. The third quarter is where Kalama went on a 13-3 run right at the end of the quarter. And so they do that. They end up going on so they're up 28-18 at halftime. But then the rest of the game, like the whole game, was messy. Kalama only scored 8 points in the fourth quarter, but Hoquiam only scored 5. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
And this is a Hoquiam team where you watch them on some nights and you're like, oh, they can put up 80 points.
Yeah.
And then other nights, they score 39. And you're just like...
It is an odd dynamic.
What's going on?
They seem kind of bipolar in a way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they seem like, well, not only is Lincoln going to score, but KJ's going to score, and Riker's going to score, and Joey's going to score, and you got all these different guys contributing, and sometimes their offense is just flat.
Yeah. And it was just one of those off nights paired with a very physical, disciplined, well-coached team, but a team that wasn't that good on offense. Like, they had one kid score 17 where he figured out how to drive against Hoquiam's zone and just kept doing it in the second half. He had 10 of his 17 points in the second half. But most of that was in the third quarter. But other than that, they had a dude who hit 3 threes off the bench in the first half. Mm-hmm. Other than that big point guard kid had 9 points. And you could tell that he felt like he thought he was better than that. Mm-hmm. But no, like, Hoquiam was playing pretty good defense. They only gave up 48 points.
Yeah.
They were only out-rebounded by 4. Because this also, looking at this matchup, it wasn't like when Hoquiam plays Elma and there's like 4 kids 6'3" and over on Elma, and Hoquiam doesn't have anybody over 6'1". Like, this was also another short team. So everything just looked matchup-wise like Hoquiam was going to get it done. And then the round thing just didn't go in the other round thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think one thing I would just encourage Hoquiam fans, you only have to win a couple games to get to state. Like, and also this team 100% absolutely capable of that. And if we had this conversation pre-season, I would have probably told you, I'm not sure, long shot.
Right.
But having watched them play a few times now, like, this doesn't even have to just be the Lincoln Nemi show. You have other kids who can step up. I've seen KJ McCoy not play like a freshman. Like, that kid has such a mature and developed game for his age. We've seen Riker Maxfield. Like, he was a good player last year, good defensive player, good ball handler. He's really stepped up his scoring game this year, his ability to hit shots. And then to have Joey as a senior, Joey Bozich as a senior, be able to be a guy who can step up and hit big shots too. Yep. Like, this is a team that has the depth and the ability of guys to they have enough guys who can put the round thing in the other round thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be remotely surprised if they win a couple games and earn one of those berths.
And that was the thing. At the end of the third quarter, you thought everything was going to shift because they went from shooting like they were almost being stubborn of not shooting threes. which is weird for this Hoquiam team, right? Like
Right.
usually they kind of let it fly.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the third quarter, Joey hit one, Riker hit one, Joey hit another one, and you're like, okay, here it comes. Right. And then the fourth quarter,
stinks on the ball in really good hands. So I think I just want to make sure that as I'm saying like, oh, there's all these other guys who can do stuff, it's because Lincoln is special. And I've enjoyed watching the development of his game over the last couple of years. It's because he's special that I have to say those kinds of things.
Right.
So I don't want to present it like I'm downgrading his importance. He is vital to what happens with that team.
Right. So you say they just have to win a couple more games?
Yeah.
Well, if they beat Columbia White Salmon, you know who their next game is against?
The loser of Monty Elma.
The loser of Monty Elma.
And if
isn't that wild?
They are hoping it's Elma. Because they've beaten Elma twice.
And yet you want to beat him. Do you think you can beat him 3 times?
I don't know. That's
you
tough.
You beat him twice by 1 point.
And also they beat Monty twice, but like the margin of victory in those games combined is like 6 or 5. Something like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah. So just a wild district tournament. This is going to be locally. And those games are all going to happen in Centralia. I'm trying to position it. So I'm hoping that I can just do like 5 games that day. I hope the times work out. Because what I want to do is like...
Would that be Saturday?
That'd be Saturday. I'm hoping that it's like Hoquiam girls... Hoquiam versus Monty or Elma boys, and then title game. Oh, that's going to be tough. Title game's at 8 o'clock at Centralia on Saturday. I was going to say it'd be nice to just bring the kids down there for all-day basketball, but I don't think my wife's going to let the kids stay out that late.
Yeah.
And by wife, I mean both of us, because that's actually really, really late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just kind
I
of
should
as
probably tell her now that I have to broadcast about, because either way, I'll either be broadcasting Elma or Montesano in that title game at 8 o'clock in Centralia. Who picked these times? I'm just realizing that is way too late.
kids have to get to bed, man.
We are parents.
I want to, before we turn the page
what
from...
happened to stopping at McDonald's at 10 o'clock on the way home to eat?
No, you have to get...
12,000
No. They close the lobby at 10. You got to get in there earlier than that.
Okay, so it was 9-ish?
9:30 probably, yeah. As a closing shot before we move on from boys and then take a commercial break for normal reasons and then come back and talk about the girls' basketball tournament. So Monty had a little bit of a shakeup right at the end of the regular season because one of their regular starters quit the team.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like linger or dwell on that, but I do want to talk about the kids who have jumped up and or stepped up and played in his place. We've seen a sophomore named Crew Messick, who's been playing JV all year, step up and the last 2 games be able to hit shots and just get right in the mix in varsity. I've been watching Crew play for the last couple years now, and I'm really excited about what he's going to be able to do. He's an absolute bucket, an absolute shot maker, a very skilled offensive player. And then also Drew Bruland, who's been coming off the bench, has stepped up and helped fill a little bit of that scoring role and ball handling role as well. So really excited to see what those kids can do.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun to see how the ever-evolving rosters of a playoff team. We'll have some more to talk about. Another roster that it's very interesting how it's laid out on the girls' side with that Hoquiam team after a commercial break for completely normal reasons, as Justin said.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Domashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Domashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit domashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.
Thank you to our sponsors, the Law Office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz and the Spivey Realty Group, the sponsor of our Spivey Athlete of the Week. Got some ideas of who it might be this week. Got some ideas. And I think one of the nominations that I'm going to bring
now
up...
is your chance to name one before
Dude,
Justin
I should
gets
just
back.
name Aaliyah Kennedy right now. When Justin's in the bathroom and has nothing to say about it. So, congratulations to our Athlete of the Week. Oh, dang
Is it me?
Justin's back.
What do you mean back? I've been here the whole time. It's just a dragon on my screen.
Hey, yeah, there is just a dragon on your screen. Rawr.
And that's not a Nick Saban joke. Sorry.
I don't know that joke.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's PG-13 rated.
Oh, no. I don't want to know that joke, do I?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's fine.
This game that we're about to talk about, I was saying how we had some athlete of the week
Yeah.
possible nominees from
Yeah.
basketball games. One of them has got to be Aaliyah Kennedy. Now,
One of them is Aaliyah Kennedy.
this game was. Did we get a nomination?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. This game was weird as well. And I was watching this game unfold like, really? Is it going to happen 2 nights in a row where Hoquiam's the favored team and just a weird game throws everything off? So Hoquiam played against Kingsway Christian. Hoquiam was the 1 seed from the Evergreen. Kingsway was the 4
tied
seed.
for the league title with Monty,
With
right?
Monty,
And
yeah.
then, but they had the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, at least I'm pretty sure that's how the bracket worked out. Because, no, maybe that's not the case.
Oh, were they the 2 seed?
They might have been the 2 seed. It's hard to read it because they don't put
Yeah, they don't put the number on there.
Seeds on there.
But it would be.
But I
if they
think
were
that
the
would
1
make
seed,
sense.
they'd be on top. I think. Right.
Well, that's how. They were on top. Hoquiam's offense cannot figure anything out in the first half. The first quarter, Lexi LeBounty has 7 points. 5 of them are free throws. Aaliyah Kennedy just has 2. Sydney Gordon has 4. So it's like the usual players. Like, they generally only have 3 people score, which is wild to think about. But they're only up 13-8. And then after the first half, Justin, they only scored 2 points in the second quarter. But Kingsway Christian has only scored 14 points in the first half. So they're up 15-14 after halftime.
Wow, that is a interesting score.
And it was actually Hoquiam beating Addison Bagley 15-14
Oh.
because one girl for Kingsway had all 14 of their points.
Yeah.
That it took till midway through the third quarter before a girl not named Addison Bagley scored for Kingsway Christian. And then it was kind of funny because they ended up having 4 players score. And as I said, Hoquiam usually only has 3 players score. And that was the case. They had Sydney Gordon, Lexi LeBounty, and Aaliyah Kennedy did all of the scoring in this game. Mm-hmm. But this game was getting really nerve-wracking until about, I can't remember if it was 2.5 or 3 minutes left in the third quarter, excuse me. And Aaliyah Kennedy's had a 2-pointer earlier in the quarter. And then she's at the free throw line shooting. She misses the first one. And she makes the second free throw. She then proceeds to grab a rebound on the other end, come down, score, go back on defense, block a shot, get the ball, come down and score. Go back the other end, grab a rebound, bring it down and score. Go back to the other end, grab another rebound with 6 seconds left, drive the length of the court, score again at the buzzer, and get fouled. She went on a 10-0 run by herself because she made the free throw. So she went free throw, 4 buckets, free throw to end the last part of the third quarter and put them up 31-20 going into the fourth quarter. And at that point, you're like, well, the way both teams are scoring, that's going to be enough because it's highly unlikely that a team that is averaging 7 points a quarter is going to score 12 and keep Hoquiam from scoring any to come back and win. But it was the most dominant 2.5 to 3 minute stretch of basketball I've seen by one player on both ends of the floor. Because it wasn't just that she was scoring on every possession. Most of the time, she didn't even let go of the ball when she would either get a block and get the ball or grab a rebound and just dribble down and score. It was amazing. She went from having 1 rebound in the first half. This is her first half stats, Justin. 4 points, 1 rebound. She finished with 20 points and 13 rebounds.
Did you ask her why she didn't just do that the whole game? Afterwards, when you took her picture for player of the game, did you just be like, hey, Aaliyah, remember that one stretch of game that you just decided you were the only one who was allowed to play?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just do that for the whole game?
Like the whole time.
Yeah.
She's probably just not all about her. She wants to give everybody else a chance to play.
She opened up the fourth quarter with a 3-pointer. Just like drilled it, and I was like, okay, Aaliyah's just on one. But then the rest of the fourth quarter went weird too, and the only other point was a free throw from her, and it was just like back, and they only scored 4 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. By the way, just as a side note, I'm seeing Seton Catholic is the 1 seed for Trico, so it looks like Monty must have had the tiebreaker there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They were. Some of the Hoquiam fans were like, great, we get to go play a bunch of Giants in Seton Catholic. So I haven't seen the roster yet, but apparently a pretty tall squad.
Well, they were
it was
undefeated in league play, 18-2 overall.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup to say the least. This is such an interesting team. You mentioned
for
Hoquiam. One of the Monty players you said decided not to play anymore for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for the boys.
So Hoquiam has had multiple injuries. Some kids decide not to play before the season started. They had another girl. They already had 8 people on their whole roster. Their whole roster was 8 people. Yeah, Chase says Monty was the one. One of the girls ended up transferring to Aberdeen.
Yeah.
I don't think it was sports related. But
I
have no idea what. But so they have 7 players,
and 2 of them are freshmen
in their whole roster.
Yeah.
Now, maybe next year they'll take 8th graders because I was noticing that Kingsway had 4 8th graders on their team.
But I think they would have had to. You have to petition for that.
Okay.
Like it has to be something that's approved. I think.
Well,
so they would have had to know before the season and have it approved.
Yeah, 7 in their entire program. So.
The Magnificent 7, I saw them called.
Yeah, I call them the Super 7.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because alliteration is important.
Yeah. I think that Mavis found that mustard on your shirt.
I think she did.
She was just drinking water. I'm like,
Mavis just slimed me like my 10-month-old.
Good job, Mavis. Oh,
been slimed.
What a good girl.
This is and I talked to Coach Allen afterwards, and I was like, that was a survive in advance, and he was like, yeah, that'll do it. Well, but he was like, man, he's like, Lexi is pretty under the weather right now, and I was like, oh, you know what, that makes a lot of sense because there were some opportunities where Lexi LeBounty was like open from 3, where she just normally knocks him down, and it didn't look like herself, to say the least, on those shots. So I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Hopefully she gets healthy before their next game because when you only have 7 people on your entire team, one person a really big deal.
Right.
And she didn't come out of the game.
And we talked to Chad about the team too, and like he was saying, hey, we've got 2 freshmen, and they are talented, but raw.
Well, there's only one now.
Okay.
Because one of the
freshmen is the one that left. Okay, so at least one of the players on your team is also a freshman who is talented but needs a lot of development.
Yes.
So you really, really thin roster. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of a bummer. I don't like. Far be it from me to use our platform to criticize high school students whatsoever.
Right.
But like this, okay, come on, Andrew. I'm being serious now. This was a roster that this was a team we were so excited about. Like we were talking about them last year. Like they're about to go make a state push, and so I'm having flashbacks, and I don't know why it's always Hoquiam, but I'm having flashbacks to Gregory Dick.
Yeah.
Leaving the team for his senior year, and that. They were still good, but they didn't have depth.
Yep.
And the season ended not as good as it could have been, probably, if they had that. So
we got a comment. This is Aaliyah's mom. I guess at halftime one of the coaches told Aaliyah that 34 on the other team thought she was the best on the court and she needed to prove her wrong.
Hey, Aaliyah's mom, can you do us a favor and just go to Aaliyah and say, hey, remember what you did in that one little stretch of the game? Can you just play like that the whole game and then see what happens?
Just she goes for 40.
And then I will take credit for it.
Yes.
Because I asked her to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hoquiam, pulls out the win there, I think.
And Elma almost beat Columbia White Salmon.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So close in that one.
We'll do that one. So let's talk about Monty Center first because that's the game that I have up in front of me.
Yep.
Do you want to pull up the stats for the Elma game?
Oh,
Is there a Daily World article?
really quick?
Oh, yeah.
I should probably say. So Aaliyah's final line that I had her for was 20 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 assists, and 2 steals.
She's really good.
Sydney Gordon also played very well, had 8 points and 12 rebounds. And even though Lexi was under the weather, she had 7 points and 4 steals.
I saw that some All-League honors are starting to come out.
Ooh.
I saw the Aberdeen boys basketball All-League honors came out. So I'm curious to see. We should be really soon getting league MVPs.
All right, so you're looking at the
Monty Center.
Okay, so
I'm slightly forecasting ahead of time. I predicted preseason that Aaliyah would be the league MVP.
Yes.
Which, considering the fact that I think Jilly Dalen is the 2-time defending league
Is she
MVP,
really?
I think. And now this is her senior year. That was kind of a bold take on my part, by the way.
Take.
I'm known for my bold takes. But yeah, I've got Monty Center in front of me. Monty, 53-26 win over Center. Jilly Dalen had a really good game for the Bulldogs, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 steals. So if she had one more steal, she would have had a triple-double with steals being the third stat. Ashlyn Lytle had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, and 2 steals. And McKenna Blankus had 9 points and was credited by Coach Mansfield for her defensive efforts as well. So big-time win there for the Bulldogs. And to start district tournament play, they are playing again on Wednesday. And I had the bracket up here. It looks like they're playing Columbia White Salmon at home at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Columbia White Salmon is the team that just barely beat Elma by 1 point in the opener. So if you kind of look at we use transitive property at what Monty did throughout the course of the season, they should have a pretty good chance to take down Columbia White Salmon at home and advance to a district tournament game, which would either mean Hoquiam or Seton Catholic.
Yeah.
How crazy would it be if Aaliyah does what I said?
And just does that the whole time.
And scores 45 points and leads her team to a win over Seton Catholic, and we got a Monty versus Hoquiam district title game. How cool would that be?
Dude.
At 6 o'clock p.m. in Centralia.
I don't know if I'd be able to cover that game because I'd be too excited. I'd just be like, my words wouldn't work.
Yeah. That'd be so cool, though.
Yeah. Unless Hoquiam lost, and then I'd be sad.
You'd be okay.
I don't know if I'd be okay.
You'd be all right. All right, let's talk about the Elma game.
Can I read this like prime roundup?
Sure. You want music?
Elma just missed the semifinals after a 44-43 loss.
I guess he doesn't want music.
Columbia. I didn't want to put upon him for the music.
Put upon him?
I didn't want him to feel put upon.
What does that mean?
I appreciate that, Daniel.
Is it?
Put upon, yeah.
Oh.
And then, is it Winnie the Pooh?
What to put upon him?
Oh, no, it was a Thomas the Tank Engine. That's why I've heard that term recently.
Okay.
Percy felt put upon.
I got it.
And then Thomas said, put upon, that's a silly term. I've been put upon the tracks. Anyway. Yeah, that's where my life is right now. Thomas the Tank Engine and Winnie the Pooh.
Choo-choo.
Let's see. Olivia Moore led Elma with 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals.
Of course she did. She's awesome.
Yeah, big time game for Olivia. Let's see. McKenna Monroe and Michaela Roberts had 9 points apiece, while freshman Mercedes Carter had a team high 12 rebounds and 4 assists for the Eagles. So just all around good team effort. Oh, some more scores to pass along. Raymond South Bend lost to Forks. We don't want to talk about that. Ocasta beat Payel PL. Sorry.
I was legitimately about to say, have I been pronouncing that wrong?
No.
I was
No,
like,
it's PL.
Okay.
I thought.
Let's see. 44-32. That was an elimination game at Raymond High School. Let's see. Who are they led by?
Probably a
Beard.
Koski.
No, it was a Beard.
Oh.
Because it's boys,
Oh.
I think. Boys? Yeah, boys basketball.
Ooh, I've got a Raymond South Bend girls basketball. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Raymond South Bend beat Ilwaco 59-23
Take that, Fisher.
in the district tournament on Thursday. I'm sorry, to Thursday.
Maybe you should go be fishers of men.
I should have.
What?
How biblical of you.
I just said Beard. What's Beard's first name?
Sonny.
Sunny Beard.
Yeah.
It is Sunny Beard.
I know.
Yeah.
Ava Bauer led Raymond South Bend on the girls' side with 16 points, 14 rebounds, and then Stegall. What's Stegall's first name?
Robbie?
That's a girl.
Oh.
Evelyn Stegall.
Oh, I remember that. No.
Yeah, I would be willing to bet they're related.
Yeah.
Robbie Stegall,
Yeah.
good athlete for Valley.
I think I just learned that Stegall's the police
Or
chief
for Raymond
out there.
South Bend. Ooh. So Evelyn Stegall finished with 9 points, and Cassie Koski, there's the Koski I was waiting for, and sophomore Liz Lewis scored 8 points each for RSB.
Nice.
By the way, thank you to the Daily World, because especially on a day like this when we don't secure a roundup for ourselves, we're pretty much going to your sports pages and finding stats. So, by the way, our subscription just renewed.
Yeah.
We have an annual subscription. We support local journalism. We support our local sports journalists at the Daily World. They do good work. Please go subscribe to the Daily World. Get past the paywall, please, because we need people to do that in order to keep local journalism alive.
Yep.
I care about all journalism, but especially with local sports. These guys do the best that they can with limited resources, and it's really hard, and they cover a lot of ground. So
Yes.
go support the Daily World.
Ton of ground. Shay says Elma girls were actually in control of that game. White Salmon was a pretty weak 2 seed. They made more plays down the stretch than Elma. But yeah, really close game in that one.
Chase would know.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by the TV. What are we talking about?
Athlete of the week.
Athlete of the week.
So we have Ryan Weidman for Monty.
I figured you'd bring that up.
That was not that was an outside nomination. In the game against La Center, he had
Outside of the show or outside of Montesano?
outside the show.
Oh, okay.
Inside Montesano. He had 25 points, 10 assists, which is actually kind of a bonkers number for a high school game.
Yeah.
And then 4 steals. He was getting it done on both sides. And Daniel, you've watched Ryan. He is a very, very good defensive player. He kind of mixes the I'm going to lock you down with the off-ball skill and the ability to get steals. So Ryan, getting it done on both sides of the ball. So when he scores 25 points, that's a pretty big deal. We also had a nomination for Aaliyah Kennedy. You had her stat line. Was it 20 points, 13 boards?
20 points, 13 boards. I had her for 4 blocks and 2 steals. The Daily World, who I'm sure had the official stats, said 4 blocks and 4 steals.
Okay.
So
All right. So
I was close.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, either way, she just continuously stuffs the stat sheet.
Stuffs it.
We did have
Like
a couple
turkey.
of nominations come in from wrestling. So thank you to Forrest for following wrestling for us.
Yes.
On
the
the
wrestling stuff.
Hoquiam girls wrestling team, Emily Broadhead won her weight class at districts and got her 100th win of her career.
100th
And also
win.
Maribel Mazariegos won her weight class and she got her 100th win.
Oh,
Both Hoquiam girls wrestlers hitting
snap.
that milestone at the district tournament.
And I've played basketball with a Mazariegos, so I just
Naz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like playing basketball with Naz.
Naz is cool.
He's
a cool
fast.
guy.
Makes other people look not fast.
Yeah.
Well, interesting, Justin. With those 2 big basketball performances, I was really thinking that we were going to be looking at a Weidman versus Kennedy
Yeah.
matchup here, but 100-win wrestlers.
I have to say, so We
have to say it.
were derelict in our duties last week.
Derelict or deerlick? I don't think those are the same
I want to
things.
say a quote from the movie Zoolander, but it also is PG-13 related or PG-13 rated, so I'm not going to do it. I'll
Okay.
tell you later.
Pocket it.
But I think we could do 2 athletes of the week.
What?
And technically, we could still have the Kennedy versus Weidman debate if we kind of go into it with this idea that, all right, we have 2 Hoquiam wrestlers,
Right.
100th win their weight class at districts. That's like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like those 2 I can put on one graphic.
Yep.
Maribel Mazariegos, Emily Broadhead, district winners, 100th win, boom.
So true, King.
Locked in. If it was only a competition between those 2 and the others, they would win it.
Book
So
it.
they're athlete of the week. So, but we get to do another athlete of the week because we were derelict in our duties last week.
We were derelict
So we can do 2
in
this
our
week.
duties.
Yeah, duty.
I mean, if we had to pick an athlete of the week last week, it would have been Jason Myers. So
Yeah.
No.
We don't care
Get
about
that? You can't. Jason Myers can't be an athlete of the week. He's a kicker. How's he going to be an athlete of the week?
Jaden is going to kick you in the face.
I think that all the people in our
Doesn't
group
feel so
chats
brave with
who were
Jake
doing
on the
this,
other coast.
like, oh, Jason Myers and the Australian punter aren't getting. I would be more likely to say that Dixon is an actual athlete than Jason Myers, but. The people who were like, oh, the people who kicked the ball for the Seahawks,
both of them get
they
tackles?
didn't
in
get
the
enough
Super Bowl?
love. They didn't get enough love in Super Bowl MVP voting. No, I want a guy who actually went out and did stuff there during the game when football was being played,
Like,
not just
set
kick
a
the ball.
record for the most points ever scored in a season in a postseason.
Kicking as a kicker. I want a football
Or
player.
say set
I want
record
a real
for the
football
most
player.
Field goals ever kicked in
I would have
Super
picked
Bowl?
5 defensive players before I picked Jason Myers as NFL Super Bowl MVP. Like, what is even happening? How is that? How have we gotten to the point that this is a conversation that the kicker can be an MVP in something?
You have a terrible opinion.
Why do you? So you just don't?
I'm offended by it.
You don't want kicking to be a part of the
Justin-
game at all. If
I just
Justin-
don't want it to be. I
if
don't.
Justin
I
could've-
resent the fact that it's such a crucial part of the game.
Justin wants kicking to be removed from the game of football.
This is so funny
Then what would the
because
foot-
this opinion
Exactly.
that Justin has is the linebacker that is the color commentator on the radio for the Seahawks. I just blanked out. Jim
Dave
Wyman.
Wyman.
Dave Wyman. Dave Wyman is well known. He is a crotchety old linebacker.
Yep. With
He
like
is well
0
known
spine left
as
because it's all been like fused together.
as completely disrespecting kickers and punters. Justin's brand is not really normally on the same wavelength as the crotchety old linebacker. But in this one area, he agrees with him. And I think that's interesting.
I appreciate the fact that you said that my brand is not usually in line with crotchety and old.
Normally it's just crotchety.
But if it makes me crotchety and old to say that a kicker and a punter can't be MVP, I will wear that like a badge of honor. I want somebody who puts his fingers in the dirt. I want somebody who's going out there and either tackling or being tackled in a way that's not the way a kicker does it. Okay? I know I'm going to throw myself and curl up in a ball in the fetal position and hope that somebody trips over me. I want somebody who's going to go make an athletic, strong play.
I now want to see Justin and Jason Myers in an Oklahoma drill.
yeah.
I would annihilate Jason Myers in an Oklahoma drill. I would annihilate him.
I actually don't know. He's kind of a thick little dude.
That's an oxymoron. You can't be a thick little dude. You could be a thick short dude. If you're little, you're not thick. I'm sorry. If you're thick, you're not little.
I'll grant that.
I see where you're coming from.
Unless
I
it's
think you're-
THICC.
You're splitting some hairs there. Chase says maybe old shouldn't be it because somehow a kicker won NFL MVP in the 80s.
Yeah, that was a
but
that was a strike shortened year, and he was like one of the guys who crossed the line the picket line. So
And
So he just kept kicking field goals.
he
that
didn't even
might
have a
be-
good year.
That might be why Dave Whiteman hates kickers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That could be it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. As soon as you lost so much credibility with me, as soon as you said, I want a guy who puts his fingers in the dirt. Okay, so no quarterbacks, no running backs.
Their fingers end up
no
in the dirt when they get sacked.
no linebackers. Shoot, if you want football players, take receivers out of it. They're just a bunch of wussy basketball players running down the sideline.
I had
It's
credibility
tight
with you.
ends, It's tight ends and D ends. That's it.
That's it.
Give me an offensive lineman. What's the name of the guy who plays for the Seahawks who's famous for blocking his own players? His own teammates.
Dude, he's so bad.
Well, that's funny because
Anthony
I watched.
Bradford?
Yeah, Bradford. I watched a reel of Bradford. He's not just bad. He's also sometimes really good. Like the reels of him are, wow, look how he took out 3 guys on this play, and then look how bad he was.
And then
You know
look
what I
how
think
he
it is?
Missed a guy, turned around, trying
Yeah.
to get that guy, and absolutely decleated one of his own teammates.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is? Decleated his own teammate. You're right. That was a hilarious clip. You know what it is? It's Jared Kelnick. When dude runs into one, he runs into one.
It's true.
But when he doesn't,
Oh, that just makes me feel sad.
But when he does-
Daniel.
Smell you later.
smell you later. You don't have to feel sad anymore, Andrew, because the Mariners are good, even though he didn't work out.
I still feel
We have-
sad for him.
Yeah, dude's got some issues. Will Campbell was the Seahawks' real MVP.
Yeah.
The Patriots
Yes.
left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
possible.
He would die for his quarterback, though.
Campbell,
He would die for him.
Well, he did a
Campbell
lot.
Is the Patriots
Over
version
and
of
over
Anthony
and-
Bradford,
yes.
and his lowlights reel might be worse.
I don't know. Does he have highlights, though? With Anthony Bradford, I see both. With Will Campbell, it's like, here's all the times he just got bulldozed.
I don't know this from personal analysis, but Daniel Jeremiah was saying that he was talented and strong, but his short arms led to a lot of, which is what, because
Daniel Jeremiah is a scout.
and that was in the scouting notes at the
I
draft.
have
was
a
that
big head
his
and
arms
tiny
were short.
arms. I don't think this plan was very well thought
As
out.
I have very well proven here in the last 5 minutes or so, I don't have time for any of your nuance and facts and analysis.
That's fair.
Anything that gives me a modern perspective on anything. I just don't want kickers to be MVP.
Right. You just don't want it.
I just don't want it.
Can't have it.
And why? Because I don't.
You know what? They shouldn't even be allowed.
Put your hand in the dirt.
You don't even want them in this country.
Get out of here. Go
play
back to
soccer.
Europe where you came
Go
from.
play soccer
Yeah.
in Europe.
Where did Dixon come from?
Australia.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not Europe, I guess.
Well, I mean, he had to contend with
Also,
kangaroos
I
and
don't-
spiders and all kinds of deadly
I don't
animals
know
there.
how I didn't know this until this year, but I did not realize that everybody called him Dicko. And it's
dude,
that's so
I didn't know
perfect.
that either, but that's
that is
perfect
so
for him.
perfect.
Good old Dicko.
I will choose not to do that.
Oh my gosh. I did not expect that conversation to take that turn. Hey, at least Will Campbell didn't get sacked along with himself like freaking created player Riley Mills. Like Riley Mills was somebody that my team drafted.
Riley Mills did.
I know. Yes.
I don't know who he did it to. Did he not do
He
that
did it to the
Campbell?
guard.
Okay,
He
it
did
wasn't
to the
Campbell.
guard, yeah.
Okay.
Campbell's a tackle, I think.
Okay.
Before we...
So,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
oh, we should probably name the athlete.
I was
going
going to say, before we name an athlete of the week, can I hit you with some real quick Elma wrestling stuff?
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Riley Mills was like, I mean, apparently he was a 5th-round draft pick from the
Yeah.
Seahawks this year. But
Was it this year or last
he
year?
had an
It was
ACL
this year.
tear. It was this year.
He tore his ACL in the college football playoff championship game last year.
Yeah. But what he reminded me of, because I had no idea who he was and what he looked like on the TV
He
screen.
reminded
like
you of me.
No, well, kind of. If he would have shaved and like grew 6 inches,
Okay.
but stayed like just as wide.
Okay.
Yeah, and looked about 15 years younger. There we go. I think we got it dialed in now. No, he looked like if for those of you who used to play Madden back when it was good, and you were on like year 15 of franchise mode.
So
And-
2008.
Yeah, so like circa Madden 2008, and you
Was
were
that
on like
Vince Young?
you were like and you were like the 15th year of your franchise mode,
Yeah.
and they just started rolling out draft picks that were all just like random generated
Yeah.
players. That's what Riley Mills was,
Yeah.
and he just ate a guard and a quarterback
He
on
really
one play in the
did.
Super
And
Bowl.
then tweaked a hamstring.
Dude,
Did
did,
he
did
end
that
up-
come out? Because
I
it
don't
looked
know.
like. Remember, I said that on a play he was chasing down he was trying to chase down Drake
Yeah,
May.
it looked like he pulled
and
up.
it looked like he pulled up.
Which that totally makes sense because he only just got back. Like,
Yes.
Let's get a Riley
Anyway.
Mills jersey.
Dude, I'm
Anyway,
here for it.
Before we pick our
You
athlete
should
of the week.
definitely, and then you should grow 6 inches.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which direction? Okay. Because I've been working on shrinking the horizontal.
You've been doing a good job with that, by the way.
So
Also, he spells his name, or his parents spelled his
Yeah.
name all weird, so I don't even know how to like.
RYLIE, I think, right? Riley. RYLIE.
I think it might be even like
R.
I think it might be EIGH.
No, it's not that.
No,
that's
you're
the
right.
way you
You're
spell
right.
it for girls.
Yeah. Well, RYLIE.
That's pretty bad.
It's also bad.
It's pretty bad. But I don't think people would say that to his
no
face
wonder
very
he's
often.
so big and strong.
Anything but
I-
Sue.
I got something for Elma Boys Wrestling.
Okay.
So this is via Elma Sports Tracker. The Elma Boys Wrestling team traveled to Hoquiam to compete in the District 4 Evergreen 1A Championship meet for state qualifications. The Eagles showed up ready to go and absolutely dominated, winning 484.5 points compared to second place Montesano with 257. So Elma really dominated the team competition here at the league meet. And district champions for Elma, Connor Olson at 106, Luis Torres at 113, Aiden Johnson at 126, Xavier Espinosa, which is a reigning state champion, at 132, Ben Totten 138, Troy Roop at 144, Bryston Crawford at 150. Second place finishers, Trayson Sample 132, Caden Rodemacher 150, Liam McManus 157, Levi Russell 175, Donovan Kalikoski 190, Alex Dryden 215, and Brody Schlesser 285. And in third place finishers, Jackson Busey 144, Liam Bowling 165, Lucky Duvier 175, and Mario Ramirez Diaz at 285. They also had several other qualifiers to finish in the top 6. So congratulations to the Elma Eagles for dominating the district meet and getting a whole bunch of district champions there as well. So I know people sometimes comment that we don't cover enough wrestling. It's not because we don't want to, it's because we don't know.
Yes.
Like, when it comes to wrestling, we're a little ignorant, and also a lot of wrestling happens on Saturdays, which means that the Daily World articles come out usually on Mondays or Tuesdays, and we don't get them before the show on Sunday. So I promise you, if you're a wrestler, ignore all the making fun of wrestling that I've done in the past. We are not trying to ignore you.
Dude, stop bringing it up. They'll forget. Jeez.
They're not going to forget. Wrestling always remembers me.
Wrestling always remember.
But
They like
I
elephants.
think it's just you that people always remember.
thank you. So
With hatred.
Anyway, send us wrestling stuff. If you send it to us before we go live on Sundays, we will cover it. Thank you, Chase, by the way, for that wrestling stuff. So we have our Emily Broadhead. Wait, which Broadhead was it? Hold on. I got to go back to it.
Elma girls also sent 4 to state yesterday,
Nice.
Do you have the names?
according to Chase.
Oh, wait.
Just now in the comments, I was reading his comment.
Wait a second. I remember
Another
something.
second.
Am I still
that
waiting?
somebody told us.
We're still
Am I
waiting.
still waiting?
Uh,
How long-
Aberdeen Swimming Districts. 5 in
hey.
championship, A finals, 11 individuals overall qualified for Saturday finals.
Nice.
That was a while ago. So Rob, if you're listening, send us more information about how that worked out.
Yeah, even just send us an Athlete of the Week nominee. I'd
Yeah.
love that. I know
Rob.
it's hard sometimes with coaches because they don't want to play favorites.
But play favorites.
Also,
Come on, you all know the kids you don't like.
just say the word.
I mean,
We
you
don't-
like?
We don't have to tell them who nominated them.
Yeah.
They don't have to know that their coach nominated them.
Although we do weight coach nominations.
Yeah.
We do that. So what are we doing for athlete of the week?
Well, Elma girls also had a district title winner in the 145 class.
Yes.
Taylor Nesmith. Felicia McLean took third at 130.
Bye, Felicia.
Denise Garza earned fourth at 125, and Hyla Carson seventh at 170. So for athlete of the week, what I think we do is I think we go one graphic where we do Emily Broadhead and Maribel Mazariegos.
Yes.
And so they are the two Hoquiam district champs who also got their 100th win.
Yes.
So we do that. And then we have to choose between Aaliyah Kennedy and Ryan Weidman for our other one.
Oh, we still have to choose between those two?
Well, I think so.
Darn it.
But here, so, and
I hate this because I feel like I know who I think had a better game.
I think
I know who had a better 2.5 minutes. But I also think I know who had a better game.
And I think the other thing is, like, Aaliyah is awesome. Like, she's been as in a stark contrast to her older sister Chloe, who we repeatedly snubbed for athlete of the week.
Yes.
We have recognized Aaliyah a lot. Ryan, I don't think we've had as an athlete of the week yet.
Nope.
And 25 points and 10 assists to go along with 4 steals in a district tournament game is a pretty big deal. So I think I would lean that direction, but also, like, with the caveat that Aaliyah is freaking awesome.
Yeah. Again, if it was athlete of the 2.5 minutes, that was the most ridiculous 2.5 minutes I've ever seen.
So Aaliyah, what you need to do is take that 2 minutes and stretch it out over the course of an entire game.
Yes.
Score 75 points and win, and then you can be athlete of the week.
Seriously, though, I think for Ryan Weidman coming in, I think a lot of people feel a certain way about people who transfer to Monty. And I think it's probably not easy to be one of those kids that transfers into Monty from out of the area in general. And I remember hearing people be like, he's not that good. And then every time I watched him play, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of really like his game. And it just seems like it's grown and grown and grown every time I watched him play. And it went from being, hey, this is kind of the piece that Monty needed to settle things down and be a ball handler to control things for him, to, you know what? He's actually a pretty darn good shooter.
Yeah.
To now, oh, yeah, he's got 25 and 10 in a district tournament game. And I think that absolutely he should be athlete of the week. And I'm very impressed with how he plays ball.
Because he also is not just a darn good shooter. He's also good in the mid-range.
Yeah.
And he also can get through contact in the lane and
Yep.
score, and he's a good finisher around the basket.
Yeah.
And I think one of the best parts of his game that I've enjoyed the most is his close quarters passing. Like, he is so good at driving the lane and then not doing necessarily a kick out to a 3, but finding a cutter or
Yeah.
like finding Mason or Caden around the basket. He really has a multifaceted game that I've enjoyed watching quite a bit. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, congratulations, Ryan. You are from out of the area, so I don't even know if he knows who we are.
Oh, he knows who I am.
That's weird.
Yeah, probably hates you.
Well, my son played basketball with him, so.
Oh, that's a good point. You're our Spivey athlete.
Plus, I'm kind of a big deal.
big is one thing.
I'm basically Riley Mills.
Yes. You basically look like Riley Mills.
Pretty much.
Seriously, pull up a picture of Riley Mills. Justin kind of looks like him. You have now peaked in your athletic career. All you can do from here is plateau. Congratulations to Ryan Weidman. I almost called him Riley Weidman because of what you said. Anyway, you are our Spivey athlete of the week. We're now going to take a commercial break, and Andrew's going to try and Google a picture of Riley Mills. And
What?
I am going to
He doesn't look like me.
ask Grok for some trivia questions.
I'm much handsomer than him.
And we're going to do things
And stuff.
and stuff.
Spivey Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit graceharborrealestate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small town real estate.
Sorry, I know I said I was going to do some stuff, but then I pulled up Twitter or X, and there's like a bunch of Ryan Divish spring training videos, and so now I'm just watching Ryan Sloan versus Randy Arozarena in spring training.
Without any audio.
With no audio. Just, is there audio? Nope, there's no audio. If you don't know, Ryan Sloan is like the top pitching prospect in the Mariners farm system right now. And yeah, he's
How
really
old
good.
is he? Because he looks like a baby.
He's pretty. I want to say probably like 21.
Okay,
Andrew?
He looks
I don't
15.
He's
a really young face.
I want to say he was drafted out of high school, so I'm pretty sure he's pretty darn young. I should just skip to the end of this video because that's obviously.
I saw the video, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, he not only struck out a Rosarena, but a Rosarena was so fooled on it that he lost his bat on the swing.
Oh,
wow.
The other top pitching prospect, Kate Anderson, apparently faced.
I
he's
did watch
faced
that.
Mastroboni, Rosarena, and Dom Canzone, and struck out all three of them. Then he faced Cal Raleigh, went down 3-0, battled back into the count, and then forced him into a pop out. So things are still looking bright for the Mariners pitching pipeline. Should we wing some 2-minute drill questions or
Riley
just
Mills
wing
is
something else?
way too youthful to look like me.
Dude, show me a picture of him. Show me that picture.
So this is him like press conference, right?
Yeah.
This is his like Seahawks picture.
You can't see.
Oh,
I can't see.
yeah, it's
it.
not gonna
Sorry.
work.
I can't adjust the
That's okay.
The exposure.
Wait,
exposure
is this
on
Riley
those.
Mills? That's not Riley Mills.
Dude, I'm telling you, stretch yourself up about 6 inches.
Yeah. Like
shave your
eliminate some
face,
of the wrinkles in my
put
face.
some blonde hair back on your head.
Yeah. I think I've got much more of like a
what
young Santa Claus vibe.
For what it's worth, Jason Myers is 5'10", 190. So, me in good shape.
So he's not little.
This is the lightest I've been in a long time, and I've still got 30 pounds on Jason Myers.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that. But also, I wouldn't have guessed that I'm
part of
190.
those? Which one of those was that you wouldn't have guessed? That's the lightest he's been, or that he still has 30 pounds.
This is like somebody from Blue Mountain State. Like, that's not me.
I could see that a little bit. But again, make yourself 6 inches
Yeah,
taller.
I kind of see. Shave my face.
Yeah.
Completely
grow
different
hair.
person.
You know what, though?
Riley Mills has a little bit of a Polish vibe to him.
He has a Polish vibe, and he has the hairline that I would have if I valued my hair.
Yeah.
So I will give you that. He
Right?
has the hairline I would have if I valued my hair. Yeah. Also, I'd be honored to be compared to Riley Mills.
Yeah.
Well, right now,
He's a
all
handsome-
you're doing is fighting it.
He's a handsome gentleman.
I was trying to compare myself to Cooper Kupp the other day, saying that he looked like my brother, and my sister and wife were like busy poking holes in it constantly.
Oh no, no!
And I was like, "Oh, you kidding me? I could totally be his brother."
You mean Cooper Kupp Hargrove?
Cooper Kupp Grove?
Are
He
you
even
sure?
does his beard the same way that
I
I,
was
do
gonna
it.
say, are you sure that it's not just because he shaves his mustache?
Shut up, Andrew.
I don't know. This one doesn't really look like you. That's like Surfer Boy.
Remember when I had long hair that one year?
You were hobo
What
when
year?
you were hobo though. He's Surfer Boy. You were hobo.
Yeah, that's true. I've never crimped my hair to have curls
Daniel's
in
never had enough money.
No, but
to
like
be Surfer
so
Boy by
if
the
this
time.
version, this long bearded version
Yeah.
of Cooper Kupp absolutely
There we
could
go.
be related to hobo Daniel Hargrove.
it. And put 20 pounds of muscle on me?
30
30 pounds?
40
Dang.
pounds.
So true, King. So true. Who should AI some trivia questions? Or Did you come up with trivia questions?
Wait, are we?
Did
what are we
not.
Okay.
I didn't.
doing? We
We need a topic for AI to ask us trivia questions.
Let's
Any
see.
takers? Anything?
Hold on. Grok. Where's? How do I
Are
get to
you
Grok?
doing this, or do you want me to do it?
I was gonna do it, Andrew, but I can't think of a topic.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me see.
Justin's trying to think of a topic.
Google AI.
Oh no.
Goofle, not
Gemini?
Goofle. Google AI. I'm gonna Google AI and see what comes up.
There you go.
Gemini.
As long as
Gemini.
you don't type into your Facebook thing, Google this. That's
What?
when you know you've truly
Why
gotten
can't
old.
I do that?
When you type into your Facebook status,
Give me
recipe for cupcakes.
Oh,
Cupcake recipe.
Mariners
Cupcake recipe
spring
good.
Training
Cupcake recipe good
trivia
chocolate. Why isn't this working?
questions.
If you're
Let's
still
see.
watching the show, you've hit peak scrimmage hour where the rails have ended about 20 minutes ago.
What are we? What's the topic?
We don't know yet. That's why
Daniel. Since
Oh,
1994,
apparently Justin goofled some AI
I
questions.
used Google AI. I Googled Google AI, and then I clicked on a link that said Gemini. And I went to that, and then I typed in, give me Seattle Mariners spring training trivia questions.
Oh, spring training trivia questions.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And who knows how hard they're going to be, because I didn't set a difficulty level. So, Daniel, since 1994, the Mariners have shared their spring training home in Peoria, Arizona, with which NL West team?
The San Diego Padres.
That is correct. You're one for
Dong,
one.
ding, ding, dong.
Ding, coin, ding. By the way, Stump Daniel is brought to you by the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz, no relation.
What's the A stand for? Also, my nephew hates our Jeopardy soundtrack, apparently.
It's pretty bad.
To which I
Think
say,
he could do better.
yeah, do better then. Psh, I thought we nailed it.
Logan, literally, make a copyright-free version of this song. Send it to your uncle, and we will use it. It will be great.
When
I
did
guess
we
that
make this?
shows how bad it is that the copyright never pings this.
When did we make this?
Hold on.
Circa
let me-
2012.
Because this was not something we made when we rebooted the show, right? Like,
No,
did
this
we,
was from long before.
This is OG show. This is like 2012 in the radio station. Back when I thought I could play the guitar and
we
stuff.
had some good times. Daniel with no shoes on, socks up on the counter.
Yeah.
That clearly bothered Justin.
A lot. I think about it
Drinking
still.
rock stars.
I still think about it. Mountain Dew.
Mountain,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but
We-
we,
we had
had
a-
stars because the station was sponsored.
Yep.
Gonna use codes.
We also
out
had
there
a-
just like having darts in between.
We had a serious Dr. Pepper
Darts.
phase also. It was like there was a phase where it was like, who's bringing the 12-pack of Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Oh, I remember that phase. Yeah. Lots of Doritos.
Lots of Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? Because I feel like you are in a similar phase of life as I'm in right now.
I just neglected a lot of my responsibilities.
One of the prime reasons I was pretty sure we were going to do a show this week was a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh,
I don't.
And then-
I have to work tomorrow.
And then Daniel found out that Justin and I have to work.
yeah. What's up with you guys' communist organization?
Yeah, we just don't like.
You don't like
America.
presidents?
We don't like America.
Didn't we trade this one for Juneteenth?
I think we still don't get Juneteenth off. We get
No, we
MLK Day now, though. We didn't. We used to not get Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and
Oh,
now
maybe
we
we
get
traded
that.
this one for
It might be.
maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, because why would we celebrate presidents? Anyway, moving on. Number 2, Daniel. What is the name of the popular coastal-themed kids area at the Peoria Sports Complex that features a splash pad and a mini baseball field? How could you not get this? It's so obvious.
What was... Say that, the first part of that question.
What is the name of the popular coastal-themed kids area at the Peoria Sports Complex that features, it should say which features, a splash pad and a mini baseball field?
I'm going to say... The beach.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Terrible guess. That is
Darn it.
wrong. The answer is Peoria Cove. How did you not get that? Number 3,
The
true.
beach is better. Okay, maybe not.
Number 3, true or false? Well,
Is it true or false? Are you gonna have to do some quick editing?
is there a beach in Peoria?
No, I mean
Because
everything's
it's
sand.
landlocked, right?
Yeah, but it said it was coast related.
Oh, it's coastal themed. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There you go. You're right. My bad.
Gosh,
True or false?
because you know the teams that play there are San Diego and Seattle.
Sorry, you're right. That was I don't know what that was a bad job by me. I apologize. My fault. I will
Also,
take
is
the
there
L.
a cove in Peoria?
Definitely.
What's a cove?
It's Peoria Cove.
What do you think a cove is? That you would think that Peoria
dang
would
it.
have a cove and not a beach.
Oh wait, I got it back.
Wait,
thought
hold
I
up a
lost it.
second.
What?
Do you think Peoria has a cove?
Yes.
What do you think a cove is?
I think it's a body of water with. I picture it like a semicircle.
Do you know where Peoria is?
It's in Arizona. It's around the corner from Iowa.
There we go. There's no water there.
A cove is I'm picturing like a semicircle of land with water in the middle of it, kind of a little cove.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering why you think Peoria would have one of those.
Oasis, I thought maybe.
An oasis could
I'll
have
jam
a
with.
cove.
I'm down. I'll ride with you on that one. Okay.
Good, because I was starting to feel real dumb. True or false? Riley Mills vibes, am I right? The Mariners clubhouse in Peoria is actually larger than the Padres clubhouse. True or false?
True. Take that, Padres.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That's actually false. Why would you think that? Why would it be?
I don't know.
After the
Daniel
2014
doesn't know.
After the 2014 renovations, the Padres clubhouse reached roughly 60,846 square feet, while the Mariners clubhouse sits at approximately 56,000 square feet.
We're getting hosed.
Hose.
Question number 4.
It has to be big enough to fit Manny Machado's ego. Machago. That sounds like a cheese.
This question gave me the chills because
Wait,
it
no,
starts
that's
with
Manchego.
it starts with in 2001.
Oh.
In 2001, the Mariners set an AL record with 116 regular season wins. How did they perform in spring training that same year?
Okay. I'm just going to say they went sub 500.
That is correct. They
go.
performed surprisingly poorly. They had one of the worst spring records in franchise history that year, finishing with a winning percentage of .406.
Dude, you know what? That is why 12-year-old Daniel developed the belief that if you do bad in spring training, it means you're going to have a good season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought that for like 6 years afterwards, and every time the Mariners would have a dismal spring training, I'd be like, they might be good this year.
Also,
No.
do you remember when
No.
the Lions went 4-0 in the preseason and then lost every regular season game?
Daniel, it's funny because I've had like almost the opposite reaction where whenever we are really good in the preseason, my brain goes, "Oh no, is this bad?"
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, and this goes for the Seahawks too. The Seahawks go undefeated in the preseason, and my brain goes, "Oh no, oh no."
That's awesome.
Oh, I have 2 more questions. Actually, there's more, and I kind of like all of them, but I don't
Okay.
want to go. I don't want to drag this on too long.
I don't know. Drag away.
Let's keep dragging it.
Dragging it. That's not a
Imagine Dragons. Another Nick Saban joke. Okay,
thing. What?
I'll tell you later. Number 5. Which legendary Mariner signed with the team during spring training of 1982 while sitting just 3 wins away from his 300th career victory?
Gaylord Perry.
That is correct. It is Gaylord Perry. I am very impressed by you. He eventually earned his 300th win in a Mariners uniform on May 6th, 1982. Yeah. That was a good one.
Nailed that. That's
Andrew, did you know that?
I did.
No. I'm still impressed.
I'm impressed. This is before I was born.
I would have never gotten that.
Now Andrew's typing Gaylord into things.
What things?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just saw him type Gaylord.
Yeah, no, I was double checking. Do you know what a Gaylord is?
Gaylord
A
Falker.
Gaylord is a large cardboard box used in warehouses to organize lots of small things. For example, Amazon packages.
Also, the name of the main character played by Ben Stiller in Meet the Parents, Gaylord Falker.
I thought it was Fokker. I didn't know there was an L in there.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I also did not know it was a large cardboard
It's a large
box.
cardboard bulk shipping container.
Weird.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a Happy King from yesteryear.
Or Elton John. In 2024,
A happy king.
which returning fan favorite outfielder received a massive ovation for hitting his first Cactus League home run after being reacquired in an off-season trade? In 2024, fan favorite outfielder.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I know what it is.
What is it?
Mitch Haniger.
That is correct. It is Mitch Hamburger. Very good. You know what? You're doing so good at this. I want to keep going. Do you want to keep going?
I want to keep going.
You're doing really well.
I love these questions.
Number 7. Did we find the Daniel niche? Where, like, number 1, if he gets one wrong, he doesn't feel shame about it, but if he gets one right, he feels really cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
In 2019, the Mariners introduced a special jersey for spring training that featured a throwback color from the 1980s. What color was it?
Does this need to be the official color name?
Anchor would like it.
Say it again.
In 2019, the Mariners introduced a special jersey for spring training that featured a throwback color from the 1980s. What color was it?
Well, you gave me a hint.
Did I?
You just said Anchor would like it.
Oh, I think Andrew said that.
I don't even know what it is.
It's baby blue.
It is baby blue.
Yeah.
These were eventually phased out under Nike's 4+1 jersey rule in 2023, but they did have baby blue spring training jerseys
Yeah.
in 2019.
Those were pretty.
They were pretty. Anchor would like them. 2 more questions. Okay. Which current Mariners star
You're welcome.
Which current Mariners star began his show by playing his way onto the opening day roster during a breakout 2022 spring training?
Julio
And
Rodriguez.
It is Julio Rodriguez. How did you know?
Well, even though that question was worded very odd.
Yeah.
Started his show.
They began. They
Daniel
had
remembers
quotation marks
2022.
around "began his show."
Oh, okay. That's
So-
still. I've never heard it
That's a
referred to
bad
as that.
usage of quotations.
This is the
marks by
J-Rod
Gemini.
show.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Again, you're just on a roll, man.
Is there a question about how manager Lou Piniella didn't know if Ichiro was any good because he couldn't pull the ball
No.
in spring training?
No, but there's one more question, and it's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
Before moving to Peoria in 1994,
crap.
where did the Mariners hold their spring training from 1977 to 1993?
Wow, that was a long time.
Yeah.
Crap.
It was, I mean, just a hop, skip, and a jump from Peoria, but to me that could mean Iowa. So,
Well, see, you just saved me for saying something stupid like one of the places in Florida where they also have spring training.
that could also be a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Oh, Lord.
Just wait, is Florida not right next door to Arizona?
It's around the corner. Like, you could describe the Florida Peninsula as around the corner from Arizona. You could. You have to go through a few states, including a large chunk of Texas, to get there. But still. Let's talk about the geography of ancient Greece and Asia instead, because I'm more familiar with that
There
at
we
this
go.
moment.
Yes, you are. Tell me more about Philemon. Sunrise,
Sunrise what?
Arizona.
Terrible guess.
Dang it.
The correct answer is Tempe, Arizona.
Tempe, Arizona.
At Tempe Diablo Stadium.
That's why they moved.
Because of the
Devils. Yeah.
This has been Stump Daniel, brought to you by the Law Office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz. I'd say pretty admirable performance by you. I'd put you in the Coug Zone.
Oh,
very nice.
My guy, thank you.
Good work. Good work.
Appreciate it. I think that's going to do it for our show today. Oh, that's weird. I looked over at the TV again and saw like mannequins dancing around. What kind of ads do you... Oh, it's a Croc ad. Weird. Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't take any responsibility for my own actions.
I think we're good. I think we're fine.
Maybe catch Justin and me, but definitely me on the radio for the Montesano Elma game. Winner to state. Loser
Go
still has
Elma.
a chance at state.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's Tuesday at 6. I'll be there, and I won't be square. I will probably not be covering a girls' game on Wednesday.
He might be round.
And then on Saturday, I'll probably cover way too many games, and my family might be sad.
Saturday, man, that's intriguing. I have some church cleanup stuff to do in the morning.
That's the 7th.
What?
Church work day?
No, not church work day. I have to get the... I am implementing a store in kids' church, and I have to get the store area cleaned out.
Bro, they didn't have a store?
No.
That's like prime kids' church.
They will now.
How did they survive? How long did they go without having a store?
A few years.
How are you supposed to bribe kids into being good if they don't get like some sort of currency to then spend on some cheaper form of thing?
Fruit snacks and yelling.
On something from the Oriental Trading Company.
I did just do an order from Oriental Trading Company.
Boom. All right.
Anyway, what I was saying is maybe I could join you later on Saturday.
Do it.
If our teams are in the district title games, I would love to do that.
I have at least one district title game.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's going to be Monty or Elma.
Yeah. Pretty
Boys.
good chance that one of our girls teams is going to make it to that district title game
except for
too.
I didn't sell my bosses on the Monty girls team. So bad job by me.
Bad job by you.
I don't see the problem. You can just kind of do whatever you want there.
Can I though?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Fire you?
Just tell them you're doing it.
That's a good
Literally not have anyone to cover it.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for our show
I'm
today.
being a good influence in your life right now.
Yeah. You're definitely an influencer. So for my co-host, Justin, I know what a cove is, Domashevitz.
And my co-host, Daniel, I'm going to broadcast whatever game I want, and you can suck it, radio station.
Whoa!
Hargrove.
I don't think I said that at all.
You were thinking it.
And our trusty producer, Andrew, Daniel definitely wasn't thinking that.
Gross.
Gross.
But I did know what a cove was, kind of, though. Like, I had a picture of it in my head, but I couldn't describe it, like, super well. But I kind of knew.
Haven't you ever delivered out to North Cove?
What is that?
It's in our... I guess it's not... Is it in Pacific County?
Yes.
It's in Pacific County.
So, probably not then.
UPS
You
definitely
never
would have delivered there.
You never
Yeah.
covered West?
I've covered Pacific County.
West used to end in North Cove. Back when
Is
I
it
covered
Tokeland?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's north of Tokeland.
Oh, yeah, I've been out
This
there.
side of Tokeland.
I've been out there.
I was
But I'm
just
not
surprised.
very observant,
I was
though.
more surprised when I said North Cove and you
Yeah.
weren't like, meep, meep, meep,
Yeah.
meep, meep, I know all the streets from there. Because that tends to be what you do when I say a place around this area.
To be fair
So
to
true.
Justin, North Cove does not have its own zip code, I don't think. So,
He's right about that, though. My favorite thing to do as someone who delivers to all places is be like, oh, I know that person. They live at this address. To anyone, and they're like, whoa, why do you
this
know
is their
that?
car. This is their car.
This is
They
the kind
work
of
at
car
this
they drive.
place.
Sometimes I drive by their house at 5:30 p.m. and they're not home yet.
I know Colin Cowherd's mom.
I did meet Colin Cowherd's mom. I shipped packages to Colin Cowherd's house. That's it. I think the show's over. Bye.
Just for this week, though.